Hello all, I'm Randy, your Lorcana librarian, and welcome back to the Stacks. Today I wanted to bring you just a nice quick video about the announcement of the second set of Disney's Lorcana. We are, not too far from the launch of set 1. League plays have started all over. There are league tours with, very high pricing structures. I myself have gone to a couple of my local gaming stores league nights, and while all of that excitement is going on, Ravensburger decided to release some details about the second set titled Rise of the Floodborn. They didn't give us too much information on this. There's a lot of information floating around that comes not from their website, such as there being 204 cards, just like the first chapter. But the stuff that they did give us were some product reveals. So we do have a picture of the booster box that we will be getting. And the 3 featured characters on the booster packs are going to be Raya, the Beast, and the Queen of Hearts. The box also features Merlin and a Tiana. More on those in a minute because they will be on other products, on other featured products. So just like the first chapter, 24 packs, 12 cards each, presumably some of the same pull rates, which kind of means nothing from what we've seen in the past, especially my own booster box. It just kind of seems like with Lorcana, unlike other trading card games, there are no guaranteed pull rates. So we'll kind of see how that has to go. The next thing that they showed off were 2 new starter decks. There is a Evil Queen and a Gaston starter deck, which is an Amber Sapphire deck, and then a Merlin and Tiana starter deck, which is Amethyst and Steel. We're not really going to know much about that. Some of their cards were revealed as well, but I won't really be going too much into all of the cards that have been revealed so far in this video. I will be doing another video kind of breaking down, but I will give you a little taste of that with the Bell card. It is an Emerald card, Bell Hidden Archer, and it is insanely powerful. It's a inkless 5-drop, 3/3, 3 lore, and its ability is bordering on broken. So essentially, you can quest for 3 lore, and which, as you know, leaves you vulnerable to being challenged by your other opponent or opponents. And the thing about this card and its ability, Thorny Arrows, is that when she is challenged, the challenging player has to discard their entire hand. So while she's only a 3/3, if your opponent doesn't want to pay the cost of discarding their entire hand, or if they don't have, which would mean that they don't have any other cards that can banish her without directly challenging her, they're essentially going to be allowing you to generate 3 lore per turn with this card. And so this will be an interesting one to see in play. It is a legendary rarity, so it will be harder to pull, and I imagine that just like her Sapphire counterpart in the first chapter, will be fetching a pretty high price. But more on her card and other cards that were revealed today, this week, in another video. The next thing that they revealed were some new playmats. These ones featuring Winnie the Pooh and also featuring the Beast. I'm really interested in getting the Winnie Pooh one because it just looks, really gorgeous. The Pooh Honey Wizard. I have not yet seen what the Beast card is. I have not been able to find it, so I don't know if that was one of the ones that was revealed elsewhere, or if this is the first look at the artwork that we're getting for that card to be revealed at a later date. The last bit of merch that they announced coming isn't necessarily part of Rise of the Floodborn, but it is essentially. It's a Disney 100 basically collector's edition gift set. It is going to come with 6 cards, one of each ink, featuring alternate art of characters that appear in the first chapter, as well as Rise of the Floodborn, drawn by various Disney animators. So that'll be really interesting to see. It'll also be coming with some booster packs for Rise of the Floodborn. Essentially, it is and it isn't part of both the first chapter and Rise of the Floodborn. The pre-releases, well, the first releases, as with the first chapter for this, will be happening earlier than the general release. So in game stores, all of this stuff will be releasing on the November 17th with a wide release on December 1st. However, the Disney 100 edition of the gift set will see its first wide release on December 1st. So it looks like, based on the information that we have, it won't be releasing early like the other stuff. Hey everyone, I'm cutting in just right before the end of the video to say that while I was editing, I did find an image of the Illumineers Trove for Rise of the Floodborn. There's not too much to really say on it because we haven't seen the back of the contents, but presumably it'll be the same as the Illumineers Trove for the first chapter. The interesting thing to note, other than, we have the same featured characters of Raya, Queen of Hearts, Beast on the front, and then Merlin and Tiana on the side, since they are one of the starter decks. Shere Khan is also on the side, if you can see. So it'll kind of be interesting to see what that means. On the first chapter, Illuminator Trove, the featured characters were ones that were on the in the starter decks, but so far we only know that there are 2 starter decks. So I don't quite know if there's maybe a secret 3rd starter deck, or something else. If they just needed to feature more than the 4 starter deck featured characters, and so they threw Shere Khan in there. I mean, that kind of does reveal that there is a Shere Khan card coming, whether that's a character card or if it's something else. But I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot it back to past me to end the video. But that's all for this video. So I just want to leave you with that. I'll see you next time. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter/X at Lorcana Stacks. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the stacks.